Okay, I'm gonna tell you a story about this dream I had one time. It was many years ago. I don't remember exactly what year it was, but it was at least like 2012 or I don't know. It might have been like 13, 14. Okay, check this out. So I'm asleep, but in the dream I'm just chilling in the room in the middle of the daytime or whatever, but it's dark in the room. I'm chilling and I hear something outside. Like, I hear something scary outside. I'm home alone. So I get up, I walk out the door, I walk to the front door, open the door, and I look outside. And when I look to the left, it was like I could see for miles. Instead of being trees, a tree line, I guess the tree line was gone. I could see off in the distance like a mountain, like miles away. And it was like in the going towards the straight wilderness. It was like a oh man, it was a mountain, and next to the mountain it was like two sirens, two girls, women. They were taller than the mountain or as tall as the mountain, and they were wearing those ancient Athens Greek robes, those ancient Greek one shoulder robes, and they were bluish gray. They were gray or blue or something, hazy gray blue, the whole body. And they were like Medusas. I think they might have had snakes for hair. And they're standing next to the mountain, and they're waving their arms in the air, and they're yelling, "Woe to the earth, woe to the world." And it was like really scary. It was like I could hear them. And when I'm looking, I see the mountain. I see them standing next to the mountain. I see birds flying around their head. And just now I was thinking about that. Birds are brave. They're fearless. They probably like they flew up to see them things up close. They weren't swatting at them. Okay, so they're up there and they're like, "Woe to the world." I don't remember any of the words they were saying, but I do remember them saying, "Woe to the earth." So I'm looking and I'm like, what the heck? It's in the middle of the daytime and I'm horrified. So then something catches my attention to the other side. So I'm looking at a mountain way down where it should be houses and trees. And then something catches my attention to the right side. I turn and I'm looking in the horse pen. My vision zooms into the horse pen, and my first dog I brought back from Japan with me, a Rottweiler named Simba, was there. He had died. So Simba's sitting in the horse pen and he's like half rotten or all the way rotten. And he's sitting in there and I zoom in on his face and he's like, I'm gonna try to do the noise. He's like, "Arrrr." He's doing this weird howl. He's like, "Arrrr." It was like a melody, like he was singing his rotten face. My dog just starts, "Arrrr." Oh my God. And then I just woke up. Okay, so I wake up, I'm scared. I'm like out of my mind scared. This was the scariest dream I ever had. I'm looking around scrambling. I found the Bible and I grabbed the Bible and I'm just reading through scriptures and tears are just streaming down my eyes. I'm so scared. And my family's home to visit right in the next room. I can hear my sister and them awake and I'm just in there crying. So I always think about that. And I was watching something and I think it was something about Lord of the Rings. It was like some subliminal shit. They had something I was watching, and they was like, "Yeah, you had a dream or something." I was like, "Yeah," and they're like, "If you had this dream, we kind of take credit for that. We take responsibility, and that means that the story's not over." That's what it told me. It was months later, maybe even a year later, 6 months later. I seen something that said we take responsibility for that dream. The story's not over. That's why I titled my series Middle Earth Salvation. I think I was driving down the road and I start thinking about that just now while I was driving to where I'm at. And tears just start running down my eyes. I was like, did I have an apocalyptic vision? Was that like some revelations ish? I was wondering. I was like, because that was a crazy nightmare. They were yelling "Woe to the world." They were wearing ancient Greek Athens robes. They had snakes for hair, like they included mythology. And then it raised the dead. Like, god dang, my dog, my friend. Oh Lord. Okay. But don't worry, because I've strengthened myself up with God since then. If something like that were to happen, I'd be happy to cling to God and to call out and cry out for God for deliverance. It'd be my pleasure. But yeah, I was scared forever for that. From that. All right, Muki Tate, I'm out. Peace. Desolation comes upon the sky. Now I see fire.